I'm a crossdresser from Bangalore of age 25 who is staying away from home. My name is Vishnu and I would like to be called as Vishnupriya. I am a closet crossdresser. The rent in Bangalore is too heavy in most of the parts. So, I had no other option than sharing the house with my colleagues. One of them is Ramu and another one is Dhanush. I have this habit of cross-dressing in my room, whenever I am alone. I am not an expert in dressing. But I am learning those kind of things from fellow CDs and other YouTube channels and so on. It was quite risky for me to dress up, when they both are present in my room. I am having the fear of rejection and insult that I might undergo, if they came to know the truth about me. So, I never wanted to share this truth about me as a crossdresser. I always ensured that I keep things at place, an hour before they come back. I don't want to get caught to them. If one person came to know about this reality of me, then the news will spread like a tsunami wave. Mostly on weekends, they used to go to pubs. That was the golden time for me to enjoy my dressing. For them, going to pub might be the enjoyment, but for me cross-dressing is an enjoyment. My enjoyment lasts according to the availability of time. Sometimes, I might get a good day or two to enjoy my dressing up. Both of them might leave to their native. I will be the only person to stay at the room and dress up, and at times, they both might go to pub or movie. There I might get good 3 hours for dress up. I will get the happiness, even if I dress up for half an hour. I don't know the reason, but it gives me immense pleasure when I dress up in these clothes. Wearing makeup might or might not depend on the time of dress up. For a short time period, I try to avoid doing makeup, because the makeup might take more time to removal, and if I know that time is less for dressing up, I prefer easy wear and removal dresses like nighties and chudis. Of course, sari is the most favorite dress of mine, but I want to drape it up in a proper manner, so I don't prefer them for a short duration of a dress up time. If we take a look at nightie, it is easy to wear, remove and fold up. In case, if I badly need to dress for a short duration, I go on with the nightie. It gives me a cool feeling and it makes me more comfortable. The airflow is great in nighties and the level of femininity that I attain while wearing is also good. Once, my roommates planned for a trip on a weekend. I gave some excuses and avoided. I was eagerly waiting for them to start on the trip. I was uncontrollable during that time. I badly wanted to dress up. As soon as they left the room, I started to open the bag that contains my CD stuffs. I began to open them and with the thinking that they have already left. But, later I realized that they were still present. I was in a petticoat and blouse when they knocked on the door. They started to call me. I realized that I was in a tricky situation and I was thinking of a way to escape from them. I removed everything, kept it back in the bag and called them back. They said that they wanted to keep something back. I said that I thought that they had already left, and so I locked the room and went to the bathroom. They told me that they had kept it in the motor room and asked me to keep it inside the house. I did it immediately and then called and informed them. I had overcome a tough situation of being caught, but I was scared, so I decided not to dress up that night, as I still had 2 full days for my dress up. I thanked God for saving me from such a tricky situation. I have this habit of sleeping less time when I am alone, because my internal and subconscious mind mostly thinks about the dressing in ladies' clothes whenever I am alone. The same thing happened now. It was Saturday morning and no tension of any work. I woke up and had a nice refreshing bath and began the process of dressing. I was confused about which dress to wear. I am not sure what dress to wear. But, as mentioned earlier, my favorite dress was sari. So, I decided to spend time wearing a sari without any hesitation. I don't know the reason, but I always wanted to dress up like a married housewife. Nowadays real ladies try to hide they are married. Especially those ladies who are working. But, I wear all the bangles, nose rings, earrings and all the possible ornaments. No one should get a doubt that I am not a woman. I try to maintain the perfection in my dressing and behavior. After dressing up, I began to prepare breakfast. I am good at making noodles and I decided to have that as a breakfast and then had omelette. After finishing the breakfast, I washed all the ladies' clothes that I had. Since that was the only chance I could wash them, once my roommates came back, it should remain in my secret bag. After washing the clothes, I began to dry them inside my room. Wow, what a feminine feel, to be inside a room that is surrounded by feminine clothes. After finishing the washing, I began to watch a lot of cross-dressing shows and videos that were present on YouTube and other websites. A special mention to all the Facebook pages that share cross-dressing video content. I did not know how fast the time ran. It was time for lunch. I tried to do something crazy. I decided to order food online. It was the first time I am going to meet someone fully dressed like a woman. I wanted to make sure that he doesn't find out that I am a man dressed like a woman. After I ordered the food, he came to my room after half an hour. He told Madam, "Here is your order," and he gave the food. I paid him through GPay. He left after staring at me, but I understood that he did not recognize me. I had food and then slept. I thought of going out for a small bike trip dressed as a woman. I wanted to experience this. I wanted to travel dressed like a girl. But, riding a scooter in sari, I felt it was too risky. So, I decided to wear something comfortable. I wore a kurta as a top and then wore a girly jeans. I was fully dressed like a girl, with all makeup and ornaments, and began the ride. I was a little nervous to go out. So, I covered my face with a stole. I decided to remove the stole after going to a place where I don't know anyone. I wanted to enjoy the travel as well. I don't want to get caught to anyone. It is an amazing thrill experience along with some fear in my mind. If someone accompanies you, you will feel more comfortable, but going alone definitely creates some fear among your mind. I had dinner in a restaurant. It was crowded and a guy asked if he can sit opposite to me, as there was no vacant seat. I asked him to sit. He was staring at me like anything. I was scared if he could find me out that I am not a girl. Then, I ate the food in hurry and paid the bill and ran away from that place. I went to room and changed back to nightie and slept. The next morning was Sunday. Though I had one whole day for dressing, I was worried that I can remain dressed only for one more night. The next morning, as soon as I woke up, I folded the clothes that were left for drying. I just ironed the clothes that had improper folds. I took one dress that I am going to wear the whole day. It was another sari. I was remaining whole day in room due to the improper experiences that had the previous day. I was thinking how to while away the time. I did not have any other choice. I was watching CD videos and movies. The whole day, I was just chatting with other CD sisters and telling my experiences. Some of them asked my pics. I shared them. I was afraid to share them with face, as if someone might recognize me in reality. I heard the story of one CD who got caught to her wife and her life has become hell. I did not want that to happen. It was almost the end of Sunday. I removed all the girly items and then kept them at their place. I was very happy as I enjoyed as a girl for 2 days. It was overall a different enjoyment, which only crossdressers could afford for. The end. Asterisk.